Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's been a while, yes, a 4-day extravaganza break from diamond painting while we celebrated the King's coronation. But we are back and we're going to be doing a bit more of this lovely, gorgeous, Siri's being a pain there. I didn't ask Siri for assistance, but he wanted to be part of the show. Quite often, every so often, my watch will go off at random for no reason whatsoever. But anyway, we have a new sexy, beautiful pen that I bought. I'm really, really excited to be using this, and oh yeah, that feels good. I haven't had a chance to use it yet, so I'm now going to be putting some decolour in, which is really nice. And these are metal placers. If you check out my AliExpress, you can see the full description. This pen's picking up lovely. Oh, but yes, well, where do we start really? Friday night is, oh yes, this ladies' night and the feeling's right, I wanna know. But yes, Friday night, I think it was, or Saturday, I can't actually remember. Well, it was. I ventured over to my relatives because I have noticed this has got a much bigger hole in it for placing, which is quite interesting. But anyway, so yeah, Friday night or Thursday, I can't remember what day it was, I ventured over to my relatives because obviously we had the King's coronation, and obviously all the trains were up the wall because whenever it's a bank holiday, they will not run, and there was all rail replacement. Believe it or not, Greater Anglia are still striking, and it's been a year in the making, yes. They still haven't come to an agreement. We're near enough on 2 years of strikes now, so they're going up until June the 4th. So, yeah, it seems like they're not giving up. I think Royal Mail have sorted their dispute and their disagreement, but yeah, it seems to me that they have no plans whatsoever to give up, or the offer that they want is not happening, so they're like, let's strike. And what do? They strike on the most busiest time, because what happens is they strike when it's a weekend, when everyone wants to go to the pubs and stuff. You know, up London, quite often on the weekends you get quite a lot of people travelling to London. So yeah, they are being a pain, to be frank. But anyway, then obviously it was the Saturday was the coronation, so really, really lovely service. But apparently King Charles was moaning. There's a clip on, I think it's YouTube or TikTok, he was moaning in the carriage, something about being late or something. But it was a really, really lovely service. I mean, the horse's hair, I don't know, but I was quite intrigued, because the horses were grey Windsors, I think they're called, and they had in their mane, there was all like this blue ribbon, but I'm not sure if that was their hair dyed or whether they had it tied into their mane. But anyway, it looked really, really lovely. And to see obviously the gold coach, because going there they went in a different coach, and then on the way back they have to travel in the gold coach. And yeah, apparently it was quite a long service, but yeah, it was really, really lovely to see. I mean, obviously for most of us, we've never seen a coronation before, so that for me it's like, I have seen clips of the Queen's coronation, but obviously to see it, you know, in your year is quite nice, because obviously I wasn't even born when that was happening. So to see it in this day and age, it's quite nice to see how it all comes together. And then obviously they were saying that there was 2 different crowns. One crown is used for coronations, and I think the other one is, I don't know what the other one's for, but apparently you only wear the crown when you're coronated or something, you know, for the coronation or something. And then it goes back to the Tower of London. This pen's lovely to work with, by the way. And then obviously Sunday we had the concert, and it was really, really lovely. I mean, the drone effects, I thought there's going to be drones. And yeah, they had like a wow in the sky, and they had watering can over the Botanical Gardens, I think it was. A really, really lovely tribute. And then obviously Take That, we've not seen them for nearly 4 years because they broke up and they done like their own separate albums, very similar to One Direction. They all sort of went their own way, and then they reunited for the coronation party. It was really, really good. There was a surprise appearance from Hugh Bonneville and Mrs. Piggy and Kurt the Frog, I think his name is, and Prince George and Prince Charlotte was there in the royal box, and even one of the King's security guards were there. So it was a really, really lovely service. Really, really lovely coronation. Lovely speech from Prince William on the stage as well. And what was nice as well is the fact that it was in winter, because obviously with the Queen's Platinum Jubilee celebration concert thing, that was in London, but I think it was a nice touch to, obviously, because that's where Windsor is where the Queen's buried, so I think that was just a nice concert, not only for the King but also to be there with the Queen, who passed away in September. So yeah, I thought that was really nice. And then obviously coming on to Monday, was something to do with the Big Give or something. So obviously Prince Louis was in Slough, driving like a digger with his dad, Prince William, and helping doing some digging, and Princess Charlotte was painting. Prince George was doing something, drilling something with the hammer, and then obviously Prince Louis was making hands out of paints. It was quite funny because this woman gave him something and he was really happy with the cake. I think it was like a tea cake or something. And then Rishi Sunak was helping out in a care home. I don't know what the other people were doing, but apparently Monday was like the Big Give. So obviously, whenever it's like a special occasion, I'll normally stay over at my relatives for the night. And obviously there weren't no trains on the Monday, so I came back today, which is Tuesday the 9th of May. And it is nice. I mean, I'm glad the coronation is over now, because for the last week or so, all we've heard is the King's coronation, and it's, it's nice that it's over, because now they're going to stop talking about it. But you know what the news is like. There's always something that they'll talk about for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. But so we're doing a darker scene now. So this is quite fancy sort of plant, really, because you've got sort of like the top of the head of the plant, if you like, and then obviously you've got a bit of greenery to it, and then I think this bottom bit is the vase, or the vase, however you pronounce it. But yeah, so it's been a lovely sort of break as well, and as well for me as well, because obviously I did feel like I need a break from like filming and stuff. So obviously it was quite nice to have time off work, because obviously it's the bank holiday, so we don't work bank holidays. And yeah, it was just really, really lovely. And then obviously the week before that we had another bank holiday. May is riddled with bank holidays. I think there's another one. Yeah, the next one is the 29th of May, which is the spring holiday apparently. So for some reason May has to have quite a lot of bank holidays. So yeah, it's been quite lovely. I was rather hoping because I'm waiting for some packages, some of the packages would come before the bank holiday, but unfortunately not. And then they said that I had one coming today, so I thought, well, I'll get up early, and I normally, if I'm at my relatives, if I go over for the day, I'll stay until about 5, 6, 7 o'clock, to really get my day's worth, because I have to pay like £7.90. So the way I get my money's worth is I stay for 7 hours, and then that's like my ticket sort of paid for itself, sort of thing. But yeah, they said it might come today. So I got on the train, they said expected today. and still nothing's come. So I don't know why they keep saying on the app, oh, you're going to get it today when you're not going to get it today. I think it's still saying it today, actually. It's actually still saying it, I think. So let me just have a look. Yeah, it's still saying this, look. This is how unreliable Walmart is. So as you can see, your post is delivering one parcel between 12 and 3 today. Well, they're closed. And it's now 23:32. So this is what I'm saying. Like, you can't go out. You know, if you planned your day, you wouldn't be able to. And it's really naughty as well, because what they do is sometimes they don't update the tracking. So it might say it's still in Chelmsford, which is our main sorting centre for here. And then you'll find that you wake up and you think, oh, I'll just go out and get me shopping or whatever I need to do. And then they say, oh, we're delivering it today. And then you're like, well, I don't know if it's coming or what. So was really sort of pissed off today, because obviously I got left Whittam about 8 o'clock in the morning because I tried to beat the postman to come, and yeah, nothing again. So it's really quite frustrating, because for some apparent reason this specific thing has to go to my billing address, which would be here, which is my home address. Certain things I can send to my relatives if I'm out, but it is a nightmare, because, you know, I'm being charged for this and I haven't received it yet. So it's quite a pain. You know, they shouldn't really put, oh, you're getting it today if you're not. It really sort of winds me up. And all day I've not been able to diamond paint, because obviously I can't start. I don't like starting to film and then obviously you get interrupted by phone calls or what have you, and yeah, so I've only just sort of got round to filming now. So I thought, well, I've got to do something before I go to bed. I want to try out my new sexy pen. I mean, it is sexy, isn't it? I mean, the colours of it is just phenomenal. I can't resist. It's lovely. So the thing is with diamond painting as well is you'll always find that there's always stuff that you're upgrading. I think so far I've upgraded my trays. Now the pen things, but this pen was lovely, as I said. 48p I paid for this, and it was free postage. It did take ages to get here, but I'm really happy with it. It's such a lovely, and there's like a button on AliExpress where it says confirm delivery or something, so it was really, really lovely, and really quite enjoyed the pen. So yeah, I did have a seller on there once, and this seller took forever to dispatch. So I said, look, you know, I've waited a week and you've still not dispatched it. I'm not going to wait anymore. And he said, sent me a really rude message saying something about, I hope you have a coffin, and that was basically it. And I thought, do you know what? I'm going to report that, because that's unacceptable. You don't say that to people just because I've cancelled. I don't, you know, you should ship the item, you know, ship the item. You don't make someone wait a whole week before you ship it. No. I'm very hot on it. You know, I'll give it a couple of, if it's a bank holiday, then fair play. But if you're taking forever to ship it, one, that indicates to me maybe you've not got it in stock, or two, you're basically just stalling it for whatever reason. And I don't think that's very fair. You know, each day that you take to dispatch it is another day that I've got to wait. And obviously, as we know, stuff coming from AliExpress, as Diamond Peter would say, is very unpredictable. So it's really frustrating. This has got a lovely sort of colouring to it. And what's nice is obviously I've accumulated some more trays, as you can see, because I've had some diamond paintings from Temu. So, but I was watching diamond painting with Peter, and she's bought some clothing on there, so I'm going to have a look and see whether they've got any, like, I don't know, men's shorts or anything, because obviously summer's coming up. Now the funny thing is, me in shorts, I don't wear shorts outside. You will not catch me walking down the street in shorts. I'm not a leg person. So you won't catch me without wearing trousers. I always wear trousers. I will not wear shorts. If it's in, you know, the garden, then yeah. But yeah, no thank you. Or, you know, if it was on the beach, then I might make an exception. But yeah, no thanks. It's a little bit out of my comfort zone. But yeah, this is lovely. I really like this. So I'm just going to do, we've missed a bit down here, so that's fine. We can do a bit here now. And obviously now I've got more paintings, I would like to get this one finished. So it's quite good, really. But yeah, it's I don't really know what the next big occasion is now. Obviously Eurovision's happening at the moment, so I don't really know what the next big thing is for the UK. Right, I think that's all that top part done, so we'll just go down here a bit. I don't know if you can, oh gosh, that's my bloody wow stick fell over. A wow stick is an electric screwdriver. Just in case anybody don't know what on earth I'm talking about. It's not something that you go, wow. That's the thing as well, like if I'm shopping, it has to have the wow factor. If it doesn't have the wow factor, I'm not buying it. Oh dear. We're getting coughs, pings. I'm really loving this pen. This is my new favourite pen. But what I really love is the fact that it just came with this like little carry case thing. It's just fantastic. I mean, I can take that over to my relatives when I paint and stuff. So I think it's great. Okay, so we've got a bit there, that's fine. But yeah, we've, for practically the whole of May, we've had really crap weather. All we've had is rain after rain after rain. I mean, I think Coronation Day was pretty good weather. That was a really nice day. But yeah, it just don't stop raining. Tonight we had a bit of a thunderstorm, which was quite interesting. What we'll do now is we're going to work on the... so let's move that down a bit. We're going to be working on the K colour next. So this sort of bluey colour. So we'll do a bit of that as well. Oh, that's nice. It's come up quite good actually. It's not too dark and it's not too light. That's just perfect. I like that. That's lovely. I think what made me go for this pen is because Diamond Paints with TM has got this lovely, gorgeous sort of red pen that she often uses in our. It's the, you know, it's a pantomime. Could go to a pantomime. In the Dalmatian Live. Now, me and Tessa are going to be doing a Halloween. We're going to be doing, well, we might. It's up to her. She's the one who organised it, so we might be doing a Harry Potter theme as well. But obviously, I'm really ahead, so I need to try and sort of slow down a bit to allow her to catch up. But yes, I need to do a bit more of the range orders. I've not really ordered much from the range. I think because there's so many diamond paintings companies I shop through, and now my new favourite one is Temu. I'm now addicted to Temu, like many of all of us. What I can say is this pen really does suck onto the drills. Like sometimes, like for example, this pen, you can see it sort of swamps the head of the drill, whereas if we pick it up with this symbol here, you can see you've got a bit of the drill showing, whereas this one sort of swamps the whole of the drill. So that's quite nice. You don't have that problem of it not picking up. So I quite like the idea of that. See if we can get some multi-place into there, if we can. And as I said, what's nice about this is it tells you what placer it is, because there's a 3 symbol just there. So yeah, it's a really lovely touch. I think there was the option of gold or silver, but I quite liked the silver for it, and it was really lovely. So I thought I'd have that. Job done, thank you. Oh yeah, I think it was Monday or over the weekend or whenever she bought them. My mum got these tea cakes, and they're from Warburton's, and they're not the sort. Whenever I have a tea cake, it's, you know, them tea cakes that you get in Tesco in that yellow box. I don't know what make they're from, but they're sort of tea cakes, but with like a marshmallow filling. But they're in a yellow box anyway, with silver and red wrapping around the cake. And they were really nice, really fruity, and I was like, do we put butter with it or what? Because it looked very similar to a currant bun, to be frank. So this is a really lovely pot. I really quite like this. As you can probably tell, I do like cats. I am part of the Cats Protection charity, so I do like doing cats and butterflies. I've got, oh my god, like I've got so many butterfly paintings. That's another passion of mine, is butterflies. But that pot is gorgeous. Although it looks dark, sometimes it can surprise you with the colours and that. So lovely. So we'll do over here next. Oh, nearly. I'm always knocking that bloody tray. If it's not my arm, it's something else, and it's, you know. Sometimes I have to hold it like that because I'm so scared that I'm gonna like tip the whole lot on the floor. Wonder if you can get a 2-placer. I don't think you can, but it'd be interesting to see. I just need to get some more wax. What you'll find is each time you're pressing it, that is going further and further up the hole, so that's why you need to constantly keep getting some more wax up, and then obviously just fill it up. This one I don't really have to do too much, but I did see on TikTok there was this woman who was showing us how to renew your wax, so she was showing us how you pick it out of the pen, and yeah. But yes, I need to, after this, I will get me a pack of custard creams. I'm so naughty, I shouldn't be eating at this time of night, but you know what it's like, you're sitting in bed, you're watching a movie, you want to get a bit of luxury, so you need to have some sweets with you. I've been really naughty once, like it's been like 1 o'clock in the morning and I'm eating sugary things. I've been known to eat a jam donut at like 2 o'clock in the morning, and it is so fattening. But you know what it's like, if you're watching a movie, it does make you hungry. They actually say that when you're bored, you eat as well. It's like a boredom thing. This is gorgeous. Look at that, blue and white. Don't think we've ever had that before. No, yes we have in the chicken. So chicken, hello, work for me. I had to tell my friend what that song was, because she wasn't aware of what the Chicken Little song, Chicken Little song, I'll give up. Chicken, whatever it is that I'm trying to say, chicken, chicken, that's the one. And yeah. I mean, I think obviously ordering clothing as well from a country that I've never really bought from before is going to be quite nice as well, because obviously you'll get an idea of what the I mean, I don't know where the clothes get imported from over here, but most of them must come from Indonesia or China anyway, but it'd be nice to, you know, shop with somewhere different for a change rather than, I mean, my supplier is normally Hugo Boss or Peacocks or sometimes Cotton Traders. They do lovely shirts. I got onto Cotton Traders through my granddad because he buys quite a lot of things through there. So, yeah. I'll tell you what, now I've seen more colours on this, I'm really, really excited to see what the cat will look like. But I've really enjoyed working with this pen. It's got a lot of bling to it. So overall rating for this pen, 10 out of 10. I love it. But yeah, with AliExpress, you never really know if it's going to come because, as I said, when I got this, it tracked all the way from China until it hit the UK customs. But as soon as it hit UK customs, it literally stopped tracking. And I tried the tracking number in every sort of courier, which was like DPD, Walmart, FedEx, DHL, and nothing was coming up. So they don't actually tell you who it's with, which was annoying because it said like once it hits the UK you'll lose tracking, and I just had to hope and pray it turns up, because I have had things before that haven't turned up. So yeah, you just have to sort of like hope and pray really. But yeah, but I think Royal Mail have sorted their pay rise thing, but this train company really needs to get a grip and sort this stuff out, because, you know, I don't think personally they're going to give up until they get what they want. I mean, I don't understand. I've heard rumours that apparently the government has asked for the strikes to happen. Whether that's true or not, I can't comment on that because I don't know if it is true. But I've never known a strike to take so long to, you know, I've never known anything like it. A year plus, I mean, that's terrible. Okay, so we'll just move it down a bit more. But yeah, if the camera will let us, we will be finishing up on this last little section here, because it is, as soon as I got back, I was like, I've got to get some painting done. I don't care what time it is, I want to get some done tonight. Because sometimes when you're diamond painting, you can get really worn out. It can really sort of like give you a mental breakdown. I've been, at times, there was one occasion where I'd done a different painting every day and I lost all the drills, and it really did overwhelm me. And I felt like quitting it. And then I took like this break, and then I came back into it. So it can get to you, like if you're doing it day in and day out, your mind does need a break. Because it can sort of not tire your brain out, but it can, it's like it gives you a bit of a, your mind's always in the routine of painting every day, so that's what's nice about having a break every so often. But I keep looking at my waterfall painting and I really must get on with that, but it's just like seeing the size of it is quite awkward, because obviously I've got the sink this side and that side is the kettle, so it's like, where do I find a place for it to work? Because it's quite a big length one, but I've got an idea. I could put this mat over the top of the sink basin, and then obviously that will act as like a little worktop for it. So I've got an idea, and then what I can do is I can do a bit and then shift it a bit along and then move it like further and further up that way. So yes, I have a plan. But yeah, yes, I've quite enjoyed doing this one. Fantastic stuff. But it's got to be at least 2 weeks since I've done last worked on the chickens, so I really must get onto that. I think people think I've forgot about it. But I have not, fear not. I have a plan of action and I will tackle it next. I mean, to be fair, this week's been so messed up with scheduling because obviously I've been away. Once I've just had to do whatever I can, and then obviously next week it'll be back to the usual week, and then I can put it back into the sort of like the farm theme and stuff like that really. But yeah, it's quite lovely working with this. As I said, if you're new to sort of like diamond painting and you're a beginner to diamond painting, then by all means work with the cheap pens that you get. Every kit comes with a tray, pen, wax, which you'll find sometimes Crystal Creations. They don't come with a tray. They tend to come in like this blister pack thing. But yeah, once you get into it, once you've had a good sort of like couple of sessions, you might want to invest in like a different pen and get yourself a high quality pen for doing it. I mean, the small ones, I feel like there's nothing to grip, whereas these ones, it's really lovely. It feels like a proper pen, you know. So I've got quite a few of these now. I found my snake, I lost my snake one. I had a green spiral one that looked like emerald green, very similar to the musical Wicked, and I lost it, and I found it the other day in my pencil case that's over in my box in Whittam. So, because if I know I'm over there for the weekend, I'll always sort of like keep some paintings there to do. But it's nice because I've got a lovely collection now forming. As you can see, I've got quite a lovely few designs with these, so they're really lovely to work with. I think if they could sell these separately, these metal clip things, the placers, I might swap these out for the metal ones rather than plastic. I know Diamond Pedder, you had a problem with was it the top ends of the plastic weren't working, or one of the pens you were working on? You mentioned something about the plastic, but yeah, that's what I might do, is swap these out to the metal, because they do give it a lovely touch as well. But yeah, I've really enjoyed doing that tonight. It's been quite lovely to work on. So yeah, we'll leave that session there today. I think we've done quite a lovely session on that, and yeah, it's getting there slowly but surely. But that is so beautiful, isn't it? I mean, I like the fact that this has come up a little bit, you know, sharper in colour than I thought it would be. I thought it would be a dark grey, and this is the thing, sometimes it can be too dark, and then when you put the drill on, it's a totally different colour. So you're looking at the box and you're thinking, these drills don't match that. But trust me, once you do it, it depends on the print. Sometimes it comes up lighter or darker to what it is. But what I like about this is you've got the head, you've then got the green stalks, and then you've got the pot, which I think is great. I think next time we'll just focus on a bit more of the pot. I think this is, it's hard to say what this is because I can't see that being a flower, but we've got the resemblance of a or the remnants of a pot or something, and then I think it's just a case of blasting the cat, and yeah, it's quite nice really. But anyway, please remember to like, share, subscribe. If you want to get this, it is from therange.co.uk, and it's a Crystal Creations canvas. So you get this, I think that's MDF, which is a type of wood over here in the UK, but it's going to be really lovely once this is finished. So anyway, take care guys, have a lovely evening. Tap the bell if you want to be notified of further videos that I do. Consider subscribing to the channel. Please like, share, subscribe, do all the YouTubey things, and yeah, we'll can't wait to work on this tabby cat very soon. Take care guys, have a lovely day, catch you later.